We've talked about multiplying and dividing fractions. Now we're ready to talk about adding and subtracting fractions. And first we're going to look at when they have a common denominator. I'm going to set this up with a picture where I'm going to have a rectangle, and it's going to be split into 5 parts. And right beneath it is another rectangle split into 5 parts. The first rectangle, I'm going to shade 2/5 of it. So we're going to have 2/5. And the second rectangle, I'm going to shade the right 1/5. And we're going to add these together to see how much of the shaded rectangle is shaded in the end. Well, you can see we've got the left 2 shaded and the right 1 shaded, which means overall in the whole shape, 3 out of 5 of the blocks ended up being shaded. And what I want to notice that we did to get this answer, if I didn't draw the picture, is the size of the blocks did not change. They were split into fifths to begin with. They'll be split into fifths at the end. What changed is we added the numerators. So the way we're going to add and subtract with fractions is we are going to add or subtract the numerators, and we're going to keep the denominator. So, for example, if I've got 4/7 and I want to subtract 2/7, because we have that common denominator, both fractions are split into sevenths. We had 4, we took 2 away. That leaves 2 of these sevenths behind, subtracting the numerators and keeping the denominator. We can do the same thing with 7/10 plus 5/10. Because those denominators match, we keep the denominator and we add 7 plus 5 to get 12. Now with addition, we do want to check to make sure our final answer is reduced. I can divide both 12 and 10 by 2. That's going to leave 6/5 for my actual final answer. But in short, to add and subtract fractions, if they have a common denominator, we can add or subtract those numerators and then just keep the denominator. Our next video is going to look at what do we do if we don't have a common denominator.